What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today, we are going to finish up the Z06 on the exterior, at least as far as the front splitter and side skirts are concerned. That sucks, because those are fiberglass. All right, that's good. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today we are going to fix a problem with the C6 Corvette Z06. We've already started to address this with the previous video. You saw we put on the new front splitter. Well, today our friends over at ACS Composite sent us some ZR1 style side skirts. So let's get them installed on this car and see how awesome they look. So as you can see here, guys, the ACS Composite guys do not disappoint with the box style again, but we also have the part number for the ZR1, Z06, and Grand Sport right there for you. This will fit any one of those three cars, and they come extremely well packaged and even with a little handle. I love it. I love the boxing. ACS Composite constantly knocking it out of the park. We already did the front splitter, like I said, and the quality of it was really, really freaking mind-blowing. I'm hoping the side skirts are the same, but knowing ACS, they're gonna be. Oh, yeah. So both side skirts are here, and also rear tire air dam style things go. They install in front of the rear tires to kind of blend the side skirts into the body line. If you've seen a C6 Z06, or ZR1 I should say, you'll know what I'm talking about. These are exact replicas from ACS, painted up, carbon flash, just like the front splitter. All right, guys, so we got the side skirts unboxed. Of course, the ACS Composite quality is still there. We're looking through the instructions here on exactly how to install these. And while I appreciate ACS's attempt, the quality of these instructions is not necessarily the best. So you're gonna wanna look at the actual text, not the images, because the images are old, we'll say. But anyway, the text says, we're gonna go ahead and put that rear deflector on first. So that's where we're gonna start. I do have the side skirt already on with the two front screws, but I have not riveted anything in yet. So with those two front screws loosely screwed in, you can shift the side skirt back and forth enough to make sure that it's gonna butt right up against the rear deflector. Once we get the rear deflector and the side skirt butted right up against each other, we're gonna start in with the rivets to hold those two pieces together. Then we're going to start riveting on the side skirt underneath the Corvette to make sure that it is attached as tight as possible to the body. That's what the instructions say to do here. Obviously, I trust ACS and their instructional means, but like I said, just don't focus on these pictures. But for now, guys, let's go ahead and work on getting that deflector installed. So this is the rear deflector. As you can see, right now it's held on with just one 7mm screw. This screw is already there. So you just remove that screw, put the deflector in place, and tighten down that screw. I already have one rivet in the side skirt here just to hold it in place, because otherwise the side skirt's gonna flop and be hanging on the ground, because the only thing holding it on right now are the front two screws. With this in place, the second hole here has to be drilled, which will go into the back side of the side skirt, and then these holes here will be drilled and riveted on as well. So that's what we're gonna do today. Mind the fact that this hole here can be drilled with a regular drill bit. This hole here is gonna be something like this, because without this, you're not going to clear the brake caliper here with a normal size drill bit. That's why we had to take a break in the video after unboxing the side skirts. We had to go get this guy, because you're not getting in there with a regular drill bit. So the first thing we're going to do here, like I said, is make sure that the hole for this particular rivet is drilled. I'm also going to rivet this one on just to make sure everything is held tight and in place while I drill the other rivets. So first one is this one. There's one. Now we have to drill this hole, which is where that right angle drill bit comes into handy. And with the hole drilled, we'll just obviously go ahead and pop the rivet in and break it off inside here to pull that side skirt as tight as possible against this deflector. Just like that. So after these two are riveted on, we'll go ahead and drill the next three holes. Like I said, this 7mm is stock. So once we drill these, we'll rivet these on, and then we are good to move on to the side skirts. All right, so we got the rear deflector in place. All of those rivets will kind of hold the side skirt real tight up against it. That way we know exactly where the side skirt's gonna go on the car. So the next step is to go underneath and drill some holes. Before we do that though, I'm gonna show you in the front, the stock two screws that held the front part in place. Like I said, we put them in there pretty loosely. That way you could slide the side skirt back and forth to get it right up against that rear deflector. I want to show you where the screws are at though, just so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And here they are, guys. These are 2 stock screws, so they're there whether you have the side skirts or not. And as you can see, it's on there loosely. We'll go ahead and tighten those up now and then start drilling some holes for the rest of the rivets that hold this side skirt tight to the car. So with the front 2 screws tightened in and that rear deflector in place, now we got to drill some holes underneath and get all of the split rivets installed. Now, these are not the easiest things to work with, especially if you don't have a really good rivet gun. I would advise you get an electric one because the handheld ones, it gets tight. But yeah, there's a bunch of holes under there we're going to drill. They're already pre-drilled in the side skirt itself, so you'll just kind of put the drill bit through there and just use that as your guide. Other than that, it's just drill and put in the rivets. So we're underneath the side skirt here. There is 11 holes that we have to drill with a 3/16 drill bit, and then we'll be obviously split riveted in. So let's get to drilling. Okay, so we got to do that 10 more times, and then this side skirt is mounted. Now, there's 9 more to do, and I'm not going to make you guys suffer through all of these, so I'm going to do these off camera and then we're going to come back and wrap this video up. All right, guys, so we are finished with the installation of the ACS Aero Pack, which included the front splitter, and in this video we did the side skirts with those rear deflectors. This is all a ZR1 replica setup, so the C6 Corvette Z06 now has the same aero setup that the C6 ZR1 comes with. I really love the look of this kit. It's pretty easy to install. The hardest part is going to be those rivets on the side skirts. And if I could give you any kind of pro tips, get an electric rivet gun, because those handheld ones, you're going to feel it at the end of the day if you use those. But other than that, the stock 2 screws in the front holds it in place while you get that rear deflector riveted on. It's actually pretty easy whenever it's all said and done. Just get the electric rivet gun. The front splitter, you guys saw the previous video, was really easy. It's mostly just screws with 4 rivets that were a lot easier to do because the front end of the car was way up in the air, whereas with the side skirts here, it's hard to get the car in the air because to use a lift of any kind, the arms are going to be right where you need to be, so you kind of got to maneuver around a floor jack of some kind. But that's a long way of me saying this thing looks awesome and they were pretty easy to install. Big thumbs up to ACS Composite, always knocking it out of the park with the quality, and of course they hooked us up with this kit on the car, and I can't thank them enough. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the video. If you liked what you saw, please smash that thumbs up button. Let me know you're liking the content. We have a lot of future plans with this car coming very soon. You guys are not going to want to miss. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next upload.